Yes, the long-awaited UK region pack from Macwelshman and Rik4000 is here, which brings with it the start of a brand new UK city build. My name's Biffa, welcome to Kettlewick. This is the best region pack I have seen so far and includes, wait for it, 545 assets plus 78 props. Wow. That includes service buildings, signature buildings, and some brand new zones just so we could get even more variations in low density, medium density, blocks of flats, all these different houses to play with, including detached, semi-detached, terraced, and much, much more, believe me. And a big shout out has to go to Paradox for sponsoring this video too. I've chosen a map which I think is going to be fantastic for a UK build. It's Willamette River by Sandman 6700. There are fields as far as the eye can see, just fantastic for country living. For our UK build, I will be using some mods too, as that's the way that I love to play. Of course, much of what I do, you'll be able to do in vanilla without mods. But I'll link to my Discord below, which is where I keep my mod list, along with instructions on how you can copy that list into Skive for your own use too, if you wish to play along. As we start our first UK village build today, I'll be taking a look at the various UK assets and props in the pack as we unlock them along the way. But be sure to also subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my deep dive into everything new in the UK region pack, and we'll take a look at that in a day or two. I'll also be showing you today how you can get the best from the assets that are available in this pack with some careful zoning, so even if you're playing in vanilla with no mods, you can get the best out of this beautiful region pack, and believe me, you are gonna love it. If you're as excited as I am to start a brand new city, and a UK themed one finally too in Cities Skylines 2, leave a T emoji in the comments below and a thumbs up would be absolutely fantastic of you. Talking of tea, hopefully you've got your cuppa ready, so sit back, relax, let's dive into Kettlewick. And here we are. This is where Kettlewick is going to grow. And I absolutely loved the look of this map. And with all the fields and everything roundabout that we can use to incorporate into our designs, that's just going to look great. And I love the fact that it's got this river that's running through it as well. We can have some interesting builds with that. Really adds to the map. It's fantastic. So where's our starting square? If I remember correctly, it's this little section over here. Yes, it is. Excellent. So this is like a main highway that's coming in that stretches right off the map. As time goes by, we'll change this up, wiggle it around a little bit. We'll do some work on the terrain as well. But as it is, we'll leave it like that and we'll start getting our basics in place. So we do have electricity that's coming in from the outside. So I am definitely going to just place a normal road against here and we are going to make use of that. So this is coming straight off the highway. Actually, no, not a highway. I would call this a country road. We get these sort of roads running through the UK quite a lot, particularly out in the country, and the speed of these would be 60 mile an hour. And then as you lead up to an area where you've got some more signs of life and housing and stuff, you would see road signs that would slow you down to 40, then 30. So I'm just wondering, this little section here, and we're going to upgrade this little section coming into here, and then as we go further down we'll probably change all of that, but I'm just being careful how much money we are spending at the moment. So in here we want to put a transformer. I am going to use the large transformer, there we go, and then we'll hook that up, and that should keep us going with some electricity for a long time. Is that automatically hooked us up? I think it might have done because it was right there. Excellent. So let's just have a look. What are we doing? Electricity availability. Well, it's hooked up, so I'm going to just assume we're going to have enough. Excellent. Then we're going to need some water. I do like the small little water tower that we've got here. How much is this one costing us? 7,500 a month, 15 a month. And initially it's costing a lot less. We're going to make this like a little complex here. So yeah, we're going to go for this as well. I'm going to take this small little road, the alley, and we're just going to run that one up the side. And that's going to have its own little section over here. Yeah, let's just put that alongside the road. And I'm hoping that that's hooked up okay. Let's just check. That's hooked up. That's hooked up. All we then need to do is run power cables and water cables under the road around to where we're going to be building. Or, ooh, now this is the thing. We could run this alongside the road. Now, wouldn't that be a lot better? I think it would. I'm just going to remove all of these trees from down here. There we go. It's clear all the way in. So let's get the... I haven't used these before, and you can actually put these on the side of the road, which I'd completely forgotten about. So, yeah, let's do this. Ah, okay, they do have to go straight. Well, that makes perfect sense. You can't bend wires in midair. So I'm going to do this bit all the way down to here. There we go. I think that's okay. And then this is the entrance area to the start of Kettlewick. Oh, the rain's really picking up, isn't it? Oh, well, we'll have to deal with that. So let us grab an asymmetrical road. I'm going to bring that out maybe that far. And then we're going to do the same on each side here as well. So let's upgrade that. Yeah, we'll just go with what it gives us. That's fine. And that one there is fine. And of course, can't have a road like this without a roundabout. We are going to go for a small concrete roundabout at the moment as we lead into our new area. Right, this first little section over here, we are going to assume that a new builder has come in and purchased this parcel of land, and they're going to want to put a housing estate on here. And of course, with this being England, there, you know, we do have grids, believe it or not. I know a lot of people think everywhere in England is grid free, but that's not entirely true. We do have straight roads as well. I'm just going to bring this one down here. This is going to continue sort of along the path of there. And we're going to have industry in this area when we get there. So, yeah, we're going to build off of here again. We're going to put an asymmetrical road in. We want to just leave ourselves a little bit of space along here. So I'm going to go like, whoops, let's make that a straight one. I'm going to go like that. And then we'll turn that round going into there. It's probably put traffic lights on there. Again, I'm just going to pop in. We're going to go for a nice little tree roundabout on there. Excellent. So for our estate here, we're going to take the 2-lane road and make that our main road of this little estate. It is going to be a cul-de-sac because a lot of these estates in the UK are cul-de-sacs. So let me just lay some roads out here and then we can start zoning our first UK houses. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with something like that. I was thinking about adding another little road in there, but we'll see how things go as we go along. We are going to add little if I can get my teeth in, little concrete roundabouts on the end, because that gives us the ability to zone and that effect of a cul-de-sac. And it has a nice little bonus of giving us 10 XP per one. That's costing us £200. We're going to be going pounds because we're here in Kettlewick in the UK. I'm liking the layout of that. That is looking good. So let's look at the first type of zoning that we've got. Let's click on the UK over here. And we have UK low density detached housing. Now, what you're going to find with this, depending on the size of the lot you're building, you are going to get some different style houses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the little cul-de-sacs first, like so, all the way around here. And we'll see a few different sizes. Yeah, this one doesn't need to go back that far. We'll go like that. There we go. Leave a little bit of room. And some of these larger lots as well, you're going to get some really big houses, which is great. There you go. We've used... Oh, okay, hang on. We've got to get our water and stuff hooked up. Let's not make that mistake. Of course, because we've got this sort of road here. Where is our power line? There it is. Oh, no, there's one along here. So we can take that underground and hook on. There we go. Oh, that is hooked on. Oh, cool. Okay, so it's just our water then. Well, that needs to be run underground, doesn't it? And we haven't got any sewerage, so we'll get that sorted as well. So where we're going to put our sewerage, it's got to be emptied into the water at the moment. That is all we can do with our sewage outlet. We don't have the water treatment plant. Let's see which way this water is running to give us a rough idea of what's going to happen. I mean, it's all going to sort of pool down here, whatever we do. Oh, there we go. That'll do. I've just anarchied that in there. And then we just need to connect this up. We'll just go straight into that road there. There we go. Third time lucky. And that should be okay. Is everybody going to be happy here in Kettlewick with the power, with the water? Not with the power. There we go. Brilliant. So that should solve the problem. Let's have a look. Nice. Okay, right. So let's let some of these zone in. I mean, we're not far off hitting the next level as well. We do want to get some shops in here. And this little section here, I'm going to prepare this for a petrol station. So we do have a one-lane, one-way road, which we're going to bring up here. And let's not curve that around. That's going to come straight off. Let's pick a pick of that, and that goes across there. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get a little petrol station section in there. And then for some shops, I think just along this little section here would be good. Now, I am just going to zone in standard EU low-density businesses at a smaller size. And then as time goes on, we'll see whether we can... There we go. Get any different ones that match up more with the UK aesthetic. But for now, that's what we're going to go with. Right, let's take a look at some of these houses that are growing in. These are looking absolutely perfect. And I like the larger lot size ones like this that really have a lovely design, a huge garden. So that's something to keep in mind as you're going along. Is the different lot sizes give you different versions of these houses. And then once we get to putting them on each of these little closes, as we will call them in the UK, we'll then show you how in vanilla the best way to do that, and also modded as well. But there we go. As things go along, we're going to unlock even more demand. So we'll just keep the game running and wait for that. They do need some industry. So I'm just thinking down over here, we just need a straight, normal little block of industry. I think we are just going to go for a nice little grid off of here to get us going. Oh, there we go. Milestone 1 unlocked while I was doing that. And the UK Executive Mansion. Okay, fantastic. Doesn't have to be too big. We'll just add that in. Everything should be hooked up, power and everything else. Yep, that's good. So let's just zone a little bit of industry in here for jobs. Again, we're not going to go too pernickety with that. We'll just let zoning what is going to zone in, because I want to concentrate on the houses today. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got with our signature buildings. There's loads that are going to be unlocking over time. We've got the UK Executive Mansion, and then commercial buildings. We have a whole ton of pubs of various sizes, which is absolutely brilliant. I love some of these. You've got the country hotels. These are just brilliant looking buildings. And I think down here, this is what I'm looking for, the UK's small petrol station. And I wanted the larger version. Let's just have a look. Medium, small. Yeah, let's go for the larger version in here. That is going to go right off of this section. There we go. Let's just zoom in and take a little look at the details there. Shop stop, open 24 hours a day. Mac4000. Oh, look at that. Macwelshman and Rik4000 have got their own petrol station going. Plenty of options there as well for detailing, getting a car park and that sort of thing around the back. And now we have more demand. Let's just stick to this one little cul-de-sac here. Just checking that there's no... There we go. That there's no traffic lights on there, which there isn't. So I'm going to zone this in. And what I'm going to do... Let's have a look. Medium density terrace. We're going to come back to that. Medium density semi-detached. We're going to come back to that. And these are new zones, particularly for those types of houses. We're going to stay with the detached housing. I am... going to fill these entire blocks because I want really big houses in there, and then we'll take a look at that. We've still got demand, so I'm going to do the same on that one, and I'm going to do the same on that one, and I might as well go this one, and this one, and we'll just keep that going. But then this section over here is where we are going to put in a great big area for terraced housing, and it is going to come off of this roundabout because we all love roundabouts. So let's just start by working out what size buildings that we've got. So I do want to, oh, I don't want to do that. I do want to go out a certain distance and leave a bit of a gap here so we can have some more shopping down. It's not going to connect over there. And then we'll do the same over here for now. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. So let's have a look and see what type of buildings we're going to get. Right, so looking at all of these and checking a handy list I've got as well, 2x2 and 3x2 are the two sizes of a terraced house. Let's just zoom in and have a closer look at these. Oh, I like the way they come in with different houses in each one, and there's going to be different variations of these as well, which is absolutely brilliant. So again, if you've got Find It, you can pick and choose. but there's that random generation that's coming in as well, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm liking that. Okay, so I think we're going to go for the one with the larger garden on here. So we know what sort of space we want to leave between these, which is this here. So if I go along like that, are we going to make this the straight road all the way down? I think we are. So if we bring that out there, connect that up to there, this can then continue down as far as we need it to. Really got to be careful of the money, but we're literally about to zone in a whole load of new people, which is good. Oh, actually, I'm saying we're going to do that. No, what I want to do is 6 wide, of course, so we can have these back to back. So we know that these here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the standard lot size is 6. So as long as I line up with those like this. Okay, let's get a few of these in. I've turned off snap to guidelines and it's getting it nice and lined up for me without any gaps in the grid, which is exactly what we want. So let's start with a little bit of zoning down here. Now, what you're going to find with these do count as medium density. So for your demand down here, your medium density residential demand would count for these. In other packs, you would have been using larger buildings. So we've got like the mixed... the low rent, is that medium or is that high? But anyway, you get what I mean. The other medium density options that there are will individually house more people. These do not, because they are terraced houses. So we're going to leave a gap here and we are going to go all the way along, let's say up to there with 3. There we go. We can do the same go in the other direction. That's fine. And yeah, let's just do that all the way along here and see how many we get. And we're going to have medium density demand for a long time, but we're going to get a lot of people moving into our city, which is exactly what we want. Right, let's leave all of that zoning in. We'll come back to you. Let's head on over here. Here we go. So our little cul-de-sac close here is filling in with these houses, and these just look brilliant. Now, most of them are going to be the larger style, but depending on how the zone was, see, this one decided to spawn 1 block over. That's why the zone doesn't quite match up properly. Well, that is actually okay. You could either, if you were playing vanilla, you could then take a path, you could put that along here, you could switch up the zone. There we go. If we use the right path, it'll work. So then that switches the zone up, so you could do that all the way along here, because we're not actually going to be zoning on this main road. So for the sake of everybody being able to follow along, I'm going to do that. This is the grid that I'd like to keep. So let's grab our UK semi-detached housing. They're 3 wide, so we're going to go like that. These ones, I'm going to just pause, and I'm going to delete these along here, and then hopefully they will spawn in one at a time, and I'm going to sort of help with that. There we go, by doing it like this. And when that one's in, then I'll do the next one. Actually, I could go along. I could do that. 1, 2, 3. I could do that. And then we'll come in and fill the gaps when we get there. I'm going to just do that one again. Oh, there we go. And now we've hit small village. Oh, my goodness me. And we've got the corner bottle building French thing. Right. Let's leave that zoning in. And again, let's have a look over here. Yeah, so these are going to start backing onto each other, which is fine. But we've got some needs. They are waiting for a hearse. Oh, we've got these zoning in, which is brilliant. And you might find the same thing happens here. Yeah, we've got it here. So these are okay. These have all zoned in, but left a little gap in the middle. So again, what you could do, we just pause this. I'm going to remove probably up to there. And then we need to do the same over to there. What we can do is do the individual zoning. So let's just take that out. There we go. So we can zone every other one. So we can go like that, leave the gap, go like that, and work our way along. And they will fill in. And then that will be exactly where you want it to be. And of course, what would help is using the right zoning type. There we go. Now we're going to get what we need. Excellent. So yes, it takes a little bit longer, but then you are getting exactly what you want. So the rest of this one's okay, apart from that end piece. And then these obviously need to be rezoned. Oi, 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 oi. Hold your horses there, please. There we go. And that little bit of extra work means that we get nice straight terraces. Some of these have already, is that an upgrade to a higher level? It's still level 1, but it's got the little extra roof extension there. They're extending their attic. And if we come all the way down the end here, we have this spot on the corner. So I'm really hoping that we can get some corner pieces in here. So if I just zone that one and then this one, let's just see what we get. Oh, while we're seeing that, let's take care of some of these other needs that we've got in our city. So again, we've got some UK options here. I know they're waiting for a hearse, but we've got the UK medical practice, and for our hearse, we've got a UK parish church, which is brilliant. So I am going to put this one. I like this little spot over here. It's sort of by the river, off the main road. We can make a little thing of it, make it look nice. So I'm just thinking, first of all, let's just take one of our little alleys, and we're going to give this a little section like that to come on and off the main road. Yep, there we go. Looking like an little old road that's there. And then we're going to grab this, and that is going to have... And now we see we've got the gaps either side that aren't filled with anything. That's showing us where our upgrades will go. I'm not going to pop any of those in at the moment. But if you went on here, you can see we've got that side and we've got that side. But I don't want to up the price, the cost. But that is absolutely brilliant. We'll come back and we can do a little bit of design work on there. Do we have these corner buildings in yet? I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be corners. We'll have to wait and find out. And while we're waiting, I could just zone in some of these other ones as well. This one looks like it's been miszoned. Oh, it's just these little ones here. Okay, I'm going to continue on with this section. I've just remembered with the terraces, it's a corner terrace is a 2x2. Let's just check that in the Find It mod. Corner terraced house. Yeah, if you're going to plop it, it's a 2x2. Let's zone that as a 2x2 then. We'll do the same along here. Just have to do that and get them to rebuild. Thank you very much. That one there as well. And then hopefully, let's go all the way along and get rid of those. Then when they zone in, hopefully that'll immediately be a corner piece. And then we can just fill in that little gap there with another smaller terrace. Hey, there we go. Little corner terraces. And I like on these the design. Like this one here. Possibly could have been a shop at one point, and now it's been turned into a house. You get this little bit sticking out here. Maybe it used to be a post office. But they're all looking fantastic going up there. And then what we can do is find a terrace block that will fit in here. So what we should find, if we just zone that in, a little 2x2, make sure I'm using the right one. There we go. And some of these are going to start filling in for us. And that should be the perfect finish to the end of our block. Oh, look at that. There we go. Absolutely perfect. I am loving these. I believe these ones were made by Rik4000. You've done a fantastic job. And then we've got all their little gardens in the back. Now, you could do this a little bit different. You could set this up a little bit wider and have an alley going down through the middle. We'll do that sometimes. But I've actually lived in a house like this that had a real closed-in garden and all your bins were kept out the front or taken through your house. Some people used to do that as well. How's this going up here? Still building through here. Yep, that one's finished. Very nice, very nice. These are fantastic looking terrace buildings. Right, let's have a look at what other needs we've got in our area and see if we can start fixing those up as well. So one of the things I would like to do is try and earn a bit of money from farming. Can we see in here what have we got available to us? No, let's try this one. So we've got livestock, grain, vegetable, and all the others as well. I'm thinking vegetable farming over here wouldn't be too offensive to the people living there. Livestock farming, particularly chickens, would. They absolutely stink, believe me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick of that road there. We are going to do that one at the same length. I don't have Anarchy on, but it's letting me draw over the top of there. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll turn that one around to go in. And I'd like the farm just to be here, because then we're sort of given the view of the farmhouse used to be here and owned all of this land, and he sold this off to some others. I can see that waiting for an ambulance need. We will get to that. Let's adjust these here. Can I move those around? Whoever set this up? Yes, I can. There we go. And it said exceeded the city limits because this field actually does go outside the city limits. So that's why it says that. But we're going to just move that back a bit out of the way. And we've got some space to work on it. Very good. I'm thinking of a little alley road just sort of coming up here and curving around. So let's go like that. So what we'll do instead is I'm going to pop a small little roundabout on the end here. And then I'm going to pop it on there. Yeah, that's good. And then how am I going to do this? I feel like I need to remove what's here already, and then we can draw the rest in. That would make more sense. Yeah, I think we'll go a little something like that. We're going to add some trees around the side. So am I able to delete out of here this house so we can put our own house in? I'm not sure. Let's give it a go. So if we choose some of these other options on here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it, is it? Yeah, I don't think we can. But I tell you what we're going to do. We're still going to put a detached house up here. So I'm going to have a look in here. Detached. We're going to put the UK filter on. I'm going to try for the second time to spell detached. There we go. Excellent. I'm going to change the lot width to all. We're going to still leave it on at level 1. Yeah, and a large one would be good. That could look like a farm. I mean, that first one I picked there, that could easily be a farmhouse in the middle of the country, couldn't it? Maybe let's pop that on the side here, and then we'll adjust this land back a bit here. There we go. I'm going to go with something like that. So that looks like the house they're going to live in. And these ones over here just look like the barns, don't they? Which are great. And I've left some gaps around the outside so we can get some trees and things in. Let's just get rid of that one there. I think that looks a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So hopefully that's going to start making us some money because we are losing money. We do have the option, I believe, now of upping our taxes. So I'm going to pop this up all to 12. Which is not going to affect our demand at all, but is bringing in more money for us, which is great. And now we're only going to be zoning in for more and more people to live here. Oh, here we go. Look, we can sort out our zoning over this side, which is good. So what I'm going to do is just spend a few minutes zoning in as much of this as we can to get our need fulfilled, and then we'll see where the lay of the land is. We're going to take a pause in the zoning. We are putting in another load of terrace houses all the way along here, which is going to give us a huge boost in population. And this is very UK looking. I'm absolutely loving it. But we have some needs that we need to take care of. The waiting for the ambulance needs we have not put in yet. Here we go. This one here, UK Medical Practice Building. And we've unlocked Large Village. Fantastic. Well, we'll just slow down a minute and pop this in. I'm just wondering, no, that's not going to fit in there. I am thinking here opposite the petrol station, because this will be a central spot for all of these houses that we've been working on. We've got some room to upgrade it if we want. And if we go like this, we can add some car parking on the side. Let's just take a quick look at this building. You probably saw this one in the introduction. Comes with a lot of parking. It looks exactly like the doctor's surgery that I go to, I have to say. Very good, very good. Let's just see what upgrades it's got in case we need them. So it's got an ambulance station, adds another 4. We've only got 2. So that pops it out the back. And then we've got a ward extension so we can have 30 patients. Okay, and that will pop a little building out the back. Well, let's stick with what we've got for now. And hopefully that will help. It's going to take a while to get round all of these patients, but we should be there very soon. The rain has finally stopped here in Kettlewick. Things are looking nice. We are getting more and more terraced houses. There is actually an estate around the corner from where I live that is literally laid out like this, with these size roads, terraces as far as the eye can see. And yeah, I love them. I absolutely think they're great. Looking forward to getting all the detailing done soon on this, but we need to do a few upgrades. So coming in here now, we have unlocked some larger medium roads. So I'm just thinking with the one that's divided, if we pop that in, we then do have the option to add some trees down the middle without messing anything up. So I think that might be a good idea. We will lose our commercial up to a certain point. Let's just go up to there. We'll leave that. Actually, we'll go all the way down to the church. That's here. There we go. Excellent. We might need to zone in a little bit more commercial when we get there, but they seem to be okay because I had Anarchy on. So we'll just go with that and we won't talk about it. That's good. But what we do need to look at is our schools. So, we've got a fire going on. Oh, we don't have a fire engine, do we? I'm trying to sort of keep the money under control. I think schools is our need at the moment. If we have a look in our education tab, we've got 100... I couldn't see that. 178 for the elementary school, high school 230. These are only going to grow the more people that move in. As you can see, a lot of the ones here at the front had the needs. The ones at the back have only just sort of zoned in. They haven't moved out there yet. So with what we've got at the moment, one elementary school should be able to cope with all of this. And I'm just sort of looking around thinking, we're not going to pop it there. We're going to pop it over here and then it can be accessed by everybody. So maybe taking a little parcel of the land off here. Let's see how big the urban elementary school, 12,500 a month. Capacity of 500. That would be fine. We could literally pop that back over here somewhere. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, let's have a look in here. I do have an alley with a walking path on, I believe. Ooh, maybe it's not included in here. Custom pedestrian street. Let's have a look at road builder. There we go. And search up alley. There we go. Custom alley with sidewalk. That is the one I want. Yep, we'll place that. Thank you very much. So we're going to bring that out. I think I'm going to bring it out at an angle. Just to add a little bit of a jauntiness to the placing of that. We don't need to keep grids everywhere, of course. I'm going to place that over here. Let's have a look at this building. That is an absolutely typical... You would see this in the middle of Wales, absolutely no problem at all, and even around here as well. That is really, really nice. Oh, the fire is raging. I'm really sorry. We can't afford to fix your problems at the moment. Hopefully we'll get back to you soon with that. But we've got a lovely new school, which is really good. We're going to need some room for some parking around this. What upgrades do we have? Extra classrooms, so a little building there, and then a little building over here. What was that one? Extra classrooms as well. Where was it popping that one? Oh, this side. Yeah, we'll go with that as it is. For some parking, let's just have a look. I've got this extra parking by Dome, which I quite like. So we've got some options there. Oh, we haven't unlocked road services yet either. Maybe we could do that. We do have 6 unlock points. Roundabouts, yes. Advanced road services, yes. We're going to get those. I'll tell you what, we've got the points. I'm going to get the parking as well. There we go. Very good. So that opens up some new options for us. And I'm just thinking some basic parking in here, but enough for a school. So something like that along the side. I think everybody's really pleased with that. Would be really good. This fire is spreading. Oh, no road access. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, I think we need to take care of that. Let's have a look at our... That's Germany. Do we not... What? Oh, we need to progress node fire station. Oh, because it's a larger one. Oh, good grief. Let's hope we've got... Yes, we've got 2 points left. Fire station. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything. Here we go. A UK-looking fire station. Let's see if we can use a little section... Maybe a little bit further down in here. So we've got access to our industry and our houses as well. Yeah, I think we might just take a road straight out here from our industry, and we're going to curve this around and just sort of add that into there. There we go. And we'll use this little section at the back. There we go. UK fire station. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, milestone 4 unlocked, which gives us more money, which is something we really need. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So I think that'll be okay, and that will send out for us. Let's have a look. 4 vehicles, and then we can also have extra garage for more fire engines. And this one here, training facility. Yeah, we need a lot of money for that. We can't afford it. Man, our money is going down. Good grief. Look at the service fees that we are paying. That is nuts. Well, I think we might need to worry about that a little bit later. I'm really hoping that the fire engine gets here really soon. It's on its way. Here it comes. We really don't mind if you drive a little bit quicker. Make use of the roundabouts. Thank you. Oh man, it's spreading. It's spreading. Oh, all the fire engines are here. Oh, good grief. Please take care of that as quickly as you can. And we've got some houses here that have just been completely destroyed. Yikes, it's still spreading. The downside of terraced housing. I think we've got it. Yep, I think we've got it. Well, let's continue to try and build our way out of our deficit here. We definitely need some more industry, so that would be another good thing for us to add onto here. There we go, and we'll start getting some money in from there. And then we also need some offices as well, which will also give us a bit of a boost in the income, I hope. Here we go, offices. There we go. I'm going to just pop that up a little bit like that. I'm going to get that one on 13 as well and see how we do with that. And then offices, we could just pop a few in here. So, yeah, those that want to go to work there can get there easy enough. So now we've got 4 points left. I'd like to unlock our parks. I'm thinking of going large parks or sports parks. Let's go large parks. And we can't do that one yet, so we'll save that for next time. And now at least we can add some playgrounds and dog parks around the place so everybody gets access to those. I really would like this round the back here somewhere. Let's just pick of that road, and I'm going to wrap that around the edge like this. Oh, I'm still in grid mode. I don't want to do that. There we go. We're going to wrap that around the edge like that. And I'm just wondering if I just go like this, we can sort of place it out the back here. Yeah, there we go. So that sort of looks like it's got access to the school. We can always sort of maneuver that over a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That cheered everybody up over here. This area could definitely do with some parks and things as well. I'm just wondering whether we could just squeeze a few about the place. There we go. I think that'll do for now. And now we're getting more and more people moving in. 278 an hour. That is absolutely fantastic. Well, we do actually need to play some other schools, which we haven't done yet. But now we are struggling for money. And now, whenever I've started a new... This is the first new save I've started in a long time. I never want to take loans out. I always want to just see if I can do it myself. And we're struggling. We are struggling. So I'm thinking to try and help us out and encourage more people in. We still have medium, and we've also got high density demand as well. We've got mixed housing. High density isn't unlocked just yet, but we have the medium density block of flats sort of thing they are. Let us see if we can find a little spot for these that I think will fit in really well. I think we're going to end up spreading a little bit further down into this area as we're getting towards... yeah, the industry, but they're still going to have a reasonably nice spot. I think in between these two buildings here would make sense. So let's zone a couple of these in. Let's see what they look like. And what size are we going to get here? Medium density housing. Let's just have a look and find it. So now we're going to get the option at level 1 of all of these different types of blocks of flats, which is, I just think, are fantastic. So we've got the more sort of, I would say, council housing type blocks of flats like this, slightly larger ones with gardens. Then the further down the list you go, ooh, yeah, I like those. All sorts of different styles. Now I'm looking for this, an older style looking building. There's a couple of versions of that from what I remember. Yeah, so these are flats 11, 10, 12 is a particularly large one. This is what I want to make a little complex out of it over here. So if we just take that off of there, I'm going to place 2 more. There we go. Let's just have a look at those. Looking very nice, very nice. What do these hold? They each will hold 75 residents. What I wonder whether just to leave them on that road there. I quite like the way that they look all together. And immediately that becomes a little complex on its own on Hillside Lane. Nope, can't see a hill anywhere. But I think if we add any more of those, it will become too much. But then definitely off of this main road here, maybe just around this junction, we could add some slightly larger blocks of flats. And I know there's ones like this and the single version and that version. Yeah, these 3 here. So let's just see what we can do with this. And again, we want to make sure that there's plenty of parking. We are going to take these off of a road into their own little section. Again, we're going to go for the custom alley with sidewalk. And I think what we're going to do as well is we're going to take that one down a bit shorter, bring it out to about there, just to give us a little bit more room in this section here. I think we're going to start off with a normal road, and then we're going to turn it into the alley with the sidewalk. Just juggling my services a little bit. I've dropped the fire and rescue down to 50%. We don't have that many fires. What have we got here? Education and research down to 80%. I think that should tide us over. I mean, we could even go a little bit lower than that, I'll be honest. Where was it? Education. I'm going to go down to 60%. Yep, there we go. Healthcare and death care, we're going to drop that down to 60%. Ooh, electricity and everything, of course, yeah, because we're bringing in a heck of a lot for that, aren't we? So, well, that's only bringing in what we're using, and that is almost, the sewage is high, but our water, we're probably going to start hitting the limit on that very soon. That has definitely helped a lot with our money. Let's have a look how happy or unhappy people are. High taxes, unreliable healthcare coverage, lots of entertainment, spacious homes they're happy with. So I think we're possibly building our way out of it, which is good. How many people have moved into here? Not so many at the moment. 5 have moved into there. It's going to take a few moments. Let's just make sure we haven't got any weird traffic lights in places we don't want them, which we have. So we're going to take those out. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. What about down here? Nope, that's fine. Yoink. And down here as well. Yep. I feel like this needs to be a roundabout. We've got to have these tree-lined roundabouts all the way along here. That just suits it. And getting into the industry area. So I'm going to make this one actually a little bit bigger like that. And we're going to go there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excellent. So now at the moment we have a high density residential demand. And I think until we hit the next level, there's no UK high density unlocked. But if we go for everything, what have we got in here? Yeah, basically we've got the low rent housing. That is the one that we're going to have to use. And I think they'll be okay, the look of those. So maybe we could pop in something down here. Maybe we'll have a small one here next to our medical services. We know we've got room there to work with that. That's fine. And then maybe something right here by this junction as well, just off the main road, would work quite well. There we go. And as that comes in, hopefully that'll take care of that need, get some more people in and start to balance our budget a little bit more. There we go. That demand has gone. which is fine. That's good. Maybe we don't need all 3. They're going to build anyway. That's no problem. And then we've got some options. We can add some parking around the back of these, off of these roundabouts, can't we? Oh, and I believe that's us out of money. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. Okay, we are so close. It is going down, but I'm adjusting the taxes. I'm zoning. I'm just trying to get my way out of it by just getting more people into the city. I think we're going to make it. I'm just going to try a little something. Could I just give a huge boost and fill up all of my houses and gain more tax? And the reason I'm saying that is I'm using a mod called InfoLoom. If we have a look at residential over here, our residential data gives us some interesting information. So these are the total properties of each of the sizes. So low, medium and high, which we do have. So we've got low, we've got medium, and then we've got the high ones, which the only ones we've got available are like these ones here. The low rent housing counts as high, so we've got all of those spaces. Occupied is that one. Oh, it suddenly jumped up. It's just suddenly jumped up. Brilliant. So that's all kicked in. Empty properties, this is the one I was looking at here. So we've got properties that we've either plopped down or zoned in, but there's empty ones of each. Now people are moving in. Let's have a look here, and I did drop the tax rate down a bit. Oh, it's just suddenly gone up. I've dropped the tax rate down to 12. And I've also dropped anything I can down, like super low. So those are the same as before. That's down as low as it will go. That's down as low as it will go. So all of these just to save that money. And then we'll sort of tweak things as we go along. But that is really worth looking at, because now that is going to update and fill up the houses that we have. So that's great. That's really good, because I wanted to get that balance before I went on a detailing spree, which is what we're going to do now. Oh, it's just about to start and we've hit milestone 5, tiny town. Fantastic. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Just while I'm doing a bit of detailing here, I just want to detail a house with you. There's so many cool options that we can use. I'm just absolutely loving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these fences through here. Oh, we've got all the posts as well. Let's get rid of those. There we go. I'm going to pick at this fence. Oh, and it's coming out as a separate panel. Okay, that's interesting. Now I'm just wondering whether we could do something different here. Let's get rid of that. Let's use the Control-C mods. Okay, yeah, we'll open it up there. Excellent. Could I select these like this? Make sure we don't miss anything. 2, 3, and that, and that, and that. Do Control-C copy. We can. So then what I want to do is line that up there. So I'm basically pretending that these people here have extended their garden. Oh, this is a fantastic way of doing it. And taken up a whole load of space that they didn't have before. Yeah, obviously some work to do there with lining it up, but you get the idea. In fact, I'll tell you what, I can't just leave it like that. Let's just line this up. There we go. Fantastic. And then what we can do, let's just see what we can do. We can shut that down. Let's delete some of the plants that we've got through here. Then we can grab some of these surfaces and just put a little couple of spots there, and we're going to bring that out this way. So they've extended their path, the people that are living here. Let's just see if we can get that. There we go, exactly 90 degrees. Excellent. And then over here we're going to go for an even larger garden office. We've got these ones all the way down here, garden room 6, so I call it a garden office. That is just absolutely brilliant. So we're going to add that in there. There we go. And we're going to have that walking all the way up to that. Brilliant. What else have we got? We've got sheds. We've got all sorts. They got a shed in here. No, they haven't. Where would you put a shed? If this was my garden, I'd probably use this corner over here. And we'll get some trees around it as well, just to sort of cover that up. There we go. Oh man, I'm just thinking now. You could go through and you could literally detail every single house with something different, and it would just look amazing, wouldn't it? It would look amazing. I mean, just a couple of minutes of decorating and suddenly this house has just gone to something entirely different. I am absolutely loving it. I am loving it. Thank you for adding all of these props. And you can see as we've been going through, we've been using some of these under the residential props. What have we got? We've got bins, we've got walls, we've got fences, we've got pillars, we've got a pale brick wall, we've got hedges, we've got rotary washing lines. Yeah, we would definitely have one of those right here where the wind can come through. We'll add one of those in. Garden sheds, as you've seen, garden rooms, metal gates, pergolas. Yeah, some of these things we actually already had. Yeah, it's all the ones with the UK on. Oh, there's loads. I don't think there's any under the other ones. No, and we wouldn't have any under there. Oh, yeah, UK. We've got shopping trolleys. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Well, there is so much more to do in Kettlewick, even with the build we have so far. I just want to spend all day detailing, but I've got to stop somewhere, and this is it. If you've enjoyed it, a thumbs up would be fantastic. If you're new, please subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode, and then check out the next video that's on the screen. Thank you so much for your support, for watching as well. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.